Well, hey guys, it's Tom here. Welcome back to the channel. Figured it is about time to get back on this OD grinder build. It sure is been throwing me some curveballs, I swear. You know, kind of got, I don't know, mixed up on my head with pulley sizes. As you see, the small DC motor didn't have enough torque, unfortunately. I thought it would work. So I went back to going with the sewing machine motor. Well, guess what? The thing spins counterclockwise, wrong direction. So I can't get a break, man, I swear. Good God. Oh, you know, because we need to spin the part into the grinding wheel, not away from it. So I decided to, you know, search eBay. There's, you know, like a 1/10 horsepower or so, just a nice small size motor that would have a little bit of torque. I mean, they're not cheap. I can't find anything. I mean, even used stuff is like 65 bucks or so, and then I gotta pay shipping on it. So, I mean, you know, I was trying to do this on the cheap, but so far, man, the way it's been adding up, I mean, I almost could have bought a Herrig and just not waste all my time with it. So I decided to go with a windshield wiper motor, because I know it's got enough torque. Now, the speed is not great, but I figured at least we know it'll work, and I got this cheap for like 30 bucks. So, a win-win there. And then also I wanted to stay DC, because if I get a DC motor that, you know, spins counterclockwise, then all we got to do is switch polarity and I can make it spin clockwise. So that way it takes that out of the equation. So went to McMaster Car, ordered me another pulley, but since we've got enough real estate here, let me turn it this way so you can see it. Since we got enough real estate here, I went with a larger pulley, so that'll speed it up a little bit. This is a 3-inch pulley. I'm going with a 4. So that'll give us a little more RPM, because obviously this doesn't spin super fast. I'm going to go ahead and make the bracket off camera, since you guys have seen me do enough machining to work on this project. So I'll go ahead and get the bracket made, and I won't mount it yet because I'm still waiting. I said I just went to McMaster Car and ordered that today, so the pulley and the belt will be in tomorrow. So I'll know exactly where to put it. And then we can get this mounted up, probably, you know, drill slotted holes in this so we can, you know, tension the belt. And also had to order a larger power supply, because this likes the amperage. The 4-amp power supply that I had to run the small motor, you know, it doesn't have enough amps to run this big motor, so I had to get a 10-amper, because that's what's on the fuse panel in the Jeep. And I guess when the pulley comes in, this shaft is 10 millimeters, you know, about 0.390, 391 thousandths. And the shaft diameter, or the OD of the pulley, is 1/2 inch. So I'll just have to make a bushing and then bore it out to this. So I'm probably not going to show that either, because you guys see me do that. So with the magic of editing, and when you guys come back, this will be mounted. We'll have a pulley on it. We'll have a belt. And fingers crossed it'll work. All right? She's alive! Finally, we have a working product. Give you a quick walk around. And I'm doing a little janky power supply here. Got a kind of an old battery with not much of a charge. And so I'm using the charger to charge the battery to run this before I order the power supply. And give you an idea of the RPMs. Let's see if I can hold it right. So we're at, well, see if I can hold it and it'll, there you go, 216. So it's not burning up the road, but it is working. We'll see if that's going to be fast enough to do what we want. So a quick look. I had to remove this handle. It works good to get everything tight, but I didn't realize that it needs a shoulder to go against that sleeve in there to pull the collet in for that final, you know, I don't know, 100 thousandths or so, so it'll snug up on your stock. So I went back with this. I really don't like that turning. I may buzz this off, or I may put this back on and then build a spacer. Not sure, but I threw that back on just to see if it would work. And like I said, I went with a larger pulley here to increase this speed. So 4-inch pulley, 3-inch pulley. The windshield wiper motor. And I guess we can turn it around. Let me get the power cord so you guys can kind of see it in the light. That's what she looks like from the other end, the business end. And so we can mag it down. I just added, hang on, I can do this with my hands. I'm gonna have to move her. Oh, but I just got 2 1/4-inch thick, 2-inch wide metal strips, so she'll mag down on that. So what do you say we'll take over and give her a try? Okay, I've dressed the wheel. I ran it a little bit, got the bearings warmed up. Excuse me. Turn the rotary phase converter on. And if I don't know, can't remember if I mentioned or not. So the piece of stock in there is a piece of an old drawbar. So it should be, you know, decent quality. Don't know, you know, what it is. Obviously it's not super hard, but it shouldn't be 1018. It is 7/16 drawbar. Just mic'd it. It's 436 thousandths and 6/10. So we'll just kind of go down and you know, see if this thing's going to work or not. What do you say? Proof is in the pudding, right? Go down and touch off. And then we'll turn her on. You're seeing this live as I'm doing it. Of course, I may have to edit out a little bit if it takes a while. And let me get my safety glasses. That would be good, right? Okay, we just touched off, so let me get it underneath it and dial in a little more. Well, it looks like it's working. Haven't really done any OD grinding, so you guys that have, give me some pointers in the comments. Let it spark out, we'll see where we're at. Finish looks pretty good. Bet you she's warm since we're dry grinding it. No, not too bad. I'm gonna let that wheel come to a stop before I get underneath it. All right. So we're at 431. Wow, it takes it off quick, doesn't it? 431.00, if you can read it. Alrighty. Let's play with it a little bit more. Let me see if we can use this dial and kind of get it coordinated so we can take off what we want using this. What do you say? We're at 431. Let's dial, well, she's kissing it now, so not sure what our measurement's really going to be if we take it down half a thou there, which will give us a thou. Let it spark out. Alright. Alrighty, if you guys can see that or not. So we were at 431, we went down half a thou, which should have took it a thou, to 430, and we're at 429 and 3/10. So obviously we sparked out 7/10 when I went underneath it, but cool. Let me try to do this handheld to get you guys close so you can see it in action. Hopefully not make you sick or not. So we'll come up here and dial in a smidgen. And half a thou would be a thou total. Up, try to get you in there. I just bumped that thing. I don't like it. I'm gonna definitely have to trim that off. I don't like that swinging out there. You have to be mindful of it. So well guys, it's finally done. Wow, what a journey. I mean, it was fun. I mean, definitely challenging in some, aspects of it. I mean, I think it'd have been a more enjoyable project if I would have had a motor to start with, that would have worked out. So I mean, I bought this motor, and the sewing machine motor. Fortunately, it spins the wrong way. I'm trying to keep everything in line this way. So I mean, I'd have to try, reverse mount it out here, which I didn't want to do. So then you saw that we tried the DC motor with the gear reduction. I thought this would have enough torque, but it didn't. So, went with this windshield wiper motor. You saw the RPMs, so it is not burning rubber, and just a couple hundred RPMs. Let me get that sticky tape off. But the finish on it is not too bad. Let me get it out. I'll show you on the pin there. Hopefully you guys can see that. So imagine if it was a harder steel, the surface finish would be better, but not too bad. So I guess, overall it was a fun project. Is it a home run? No. Do we make it to at least to second base? I think so. I wanted to see if I could make something on the cheap, so that was a challenge to begin with. And, for the rare occasion that I have to do some OD grinding, this will be perfect. So hope you guys enjoyed the series. I know it ran a little bit long, but when you're kind of building on the fly and designing, and the roadmap takes a couple different turns. You're not sure where you're going to end up. Just one of those things. And I didn't want to do 1 or 2 videos that were an hour or so long because people's attention span just gets lost. So, of course, the car's got to ride by right when I'm videotaping. Hurry up, dude. So, hey, you can build one on the cheap, as you see. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you hanging in there. And, leave me some comments. Leave me some thumbs up, thumbs down. It all helps the YouTube algorithm. And we'll catch you on the next project. See ya.